It's all the same band, Jade Rose. I had two different drummers. I'm actually going to put my drummer's tracks up. Maybe not today, but I'll do it later so he can have it. First, I'm going to start with John Swosh's drums. I was working on these the other day. This is actually a singer in my Dio tribute band, but he's really the drummer. Kind of a funny story how he became the singer for this Dio band, but he is. So it just Brandon Barrett. He's a killer drummer though. So let me see where I'm up to on this. You know, I was thinking I was going to make a separate trigger track for drums that aren't hit as hard, and then I don't have to fight them as hard. So let me see about that. I'm not sure how I want to handle this. So I'm just going to call it snare heavy. Call another one snare light. How about that? And I say blip because it's just a little blip, blip, blip that I'm using to trigger the sounds. So this one is post fader, post pan sent to T snare. And so I'm going to put another T snare on here. Duplicate this track even though I'm going to change what's being fed. Ooh, why is it coming from the snare? Actually, no, that makes sense. I'm going to delete this completely. Fader, post pan. Okay, and then it's going to change the sound here. Kind of a ghost note kind of sound that I'm looking for now. So instead of that, let me just see what this sounds like real quick. Softer sound. Okay, let me see what this sounds like at a lower hit volume. Okay, so what I'm going to do, change the range from 32 to 64. So no matter how hard you hit this thing, it's not going to give you those super hard hits. This may or may not work. Still kind of sounds like a heavy hit to me. We'll see. So for the blip, and I may not be using this at all actually on this one, but we'll see. Snare light blip. So this is not going to go to the parent panel. It's just going to go straight to that other trigger track. Okay, so let's see where we are now. think this goes into some triplet stuff. Okay, I'm not exactly sure what's going on here. We got a recording going on, and I don't think it's me. Um, Sorry, 1 second here. Sorry, I'm just looking on my calendar. This is news to me. Sorry, I'll be right back. Let me see if I can figure this out. Okay, all figured out. Let's get back to moving drums around. Here we go. Okay. Oh, one other thing. Yeah. Okay. So I think he's going to triplets here. This thing, you guys know, what I always say, I hate guessing. I hate guessing. I don't want to guess. I never want to guess. I don't think I'm really guessing here. This drummer is kind of crazy good. Just gonna move a little bit of stuff around. Let's call this triplets and see what happens. This looks about right. So if I go to 8th note triplets, is that it? Yeah, we're all good. I don't know what's going on here. Okay. Now maybe I get to use my my softer hit. Maybe let's see. And again, I don't know that I have the right sound for that or anything, but we'll find out. Okay, so I'm gonna cue this out so that it doesn't go to the trigger track. And so this one's going to get the same treatment in a second, but let me just check real quick. What was the command for just dropping a blip? Okay, now that goes to okay. You know, I'm going to have to set these actions up so I can always catch them quickly. This is I'm still doing so many different ones. Okay, so shortcut F. F and Alt F, drop, snap, and reselect. That seems to drop down a that drops the thing. So I want to go Alt F, and that's going to be drop, snap, but no reselect. So I'm gonna duplicate this action, duplicate custom action, and this one's gonna be, we're gonna edit this. This is gonna be not save selected item. This is just gonna be dropped straight on the track. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. It's gonna paste snap items to nearest snap point, and that's all it's gonna do. And we're gonna call this, excuse me, drop snap on same track. All right. And I probably want to do a drop no snap on same track, but for right now I'm going to do drop snap on same track. I'm going to add the shortcut, which is going to be Alt F. I'm not going to be thrilled about holding Alt for this stuff, but let's just see how this is right now. So I'm going to go Alt F, Alt F, Alt F, Alt F, Alt F, Alt F. That did not snap. Okay, let's talk to Justin. Let's see, why didn't that snap? That might think it's going to someplace else. Okay, but let's check how that's going to sound. And let's just say that this this last one's going to be a hard hit. And here's the problem with sending this one into the snare track. Okay, so here we go. Snare heavy. Pre-fader, pre-effects. So because I'm doing this mute envelope, what I'm going to do is send this one straight to that track. So that should have worked. This envelope should not stop this from working. Post pan. It's post fader, post pan, but it's sending straight to that track. Let me see. Why would this volume envelope matter? Boy, that does not sound like a light hit. Might just have to use a totally different snare sound. Still sounds just so effecty and stuff. How about some of the deluxe? Black Betty's gonna be hardcore, man. Where's some deluxe presets? Black Beauty open. I think this is gonna be a better. And then I'm gonna turn that track down. Okay, that sounds fake as hell. And man, that I'm telling you, this Chris Lord Algae one just sounds too snappy. I think. I don't know. Yeah, maybe it should be the same snare, just quieter. But that. Browser. So it's gonna go snare one, and I'm gonna do 24 and 32. Like this is not gonna get to be a hard hit. Man, that still sounds like such a choked up snare. I don't know. Kind of actually, it's kind of okay. I got -8. I'm gonna drop this. I think this is doable. We'll just see. Okay, so what do you think? Do you think these are all going to be over one? Think so? Okay, so this one's going to get drop, snap, and these ones are going to be. So these three are going to be hard hits. So it's going to put the regular one. I really got to make a one finger command for this. Oops. This Alt F is kind of a pain. Man, I'm not hearing. Why I'm not hearing that snare more. I think I turned this snare blipper volume down so much that it's not hitting the harder hits. Let's see. That's what it was. And I did that for a very specific reason, and I can't remember what that reason is, so we're going to deal with that later. So I'm going to put these guys back up. I think I don't want this thing to be 128 all the time. I'm going to turn this down by 3 dB. And I know this is not even stuff we should be worrying about right now because I mean, there's a million other things to mix right now, but it's just that's what I'm doing. All right. Sorry. All righty then. Let's move on. So what do we got here? Is this still triplets here? We get out of the triplets. Okay, so there's a tom part here. This might be triplets as well. Let's figure this out. Kind of don't think so. I'm gonna put the toms on the 1 here, and let's see what we got here. Something's happening here. I don't know if he's hitting what he wants to hit. I think this is still triplets. Oh, there's a hit right here. See that? So what do we got here? Thinking this is going to be here, and this is going to be here. It's going to be right in between them. So these are going to be regular hits. Drop that volume. This one's going to be a softer hit. No. Right here. Softer hit right here. All right, let's decode these toms. And yes, in this case, I probably am going to be guessing. Okay, so these are, I'm going to go by this. This looks right. So I think that we got to stretch these ones back. I think. Famous last words, right? F that tom. Something funny happening here. This one for sure is going to be. So I'm going to change this. I don't want any of these going to the tom tracks. T-tom 1. Okay. Okay, so this is already doing what I wanted to do. Never mind. Okay, so something funny happening here. I think. Not positive. It's like he's switching between triplets and straight here. So if I go to a straight, no, that's weird too. Okay, I'm going to do something kind of crazy here, but I think this is what he means to do. I think that's actually what he's saying there. But this one's kind of there too. Man, this is tricky. Okay, just so if I put a straight beat on here, see this one's slow. I don't think that's a straight beat. I think this is right, man. Here. Drop some markers. That one right there. What about that? So if I put marker on here and I did a straight beat, where do we get to? If I do triplets, where do we get to? We get another really sped up again. This is I know I'm obsessing over this. This doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things, but what we do. Yeah, this drummer plays some crazy beats, man. This it is going between triplets and straight a lot, but that's okay. Make that work. So I think these are going to be moved over a little bit. Okay, so now again, are we going to triplets here? Looks like it, right? I think so. Okay, I think that's right. What about these toms? Are these toms triplets or is that a straight beat? I think they're triplets, and that one over there is gonna be a flam, but that's not yet. We're gonna deal with this first. There a little bit. These guys are all ahead. Think that these are going to be, I think these should be squished in a little bit. Let's see. Wait, how did the one that we just had one that was kind of the same thing right here, right? See what that? I don't know, but the 2/16 notes. Yeah. Wait a second. Quarter, eighth, quarter. Okay, so this is the 16th note. So 2/16 notes ahead of the beat. I don't know. Like, is it supposed to be spaced out this far, or should, like, what happens if I do it so it's like the other one? Have a flam here. Is that a flam? Do I not have the snare? That is a flam. So I'm going to put this one on the money. I think that should be right. Maybe. Okay. Here is where I just want to drop a blipper down. No snap. So I'm just going to hit D. See, there's no snap on that. Ah, man. All right, so there's two choices I got here. I could put, or what if I move this to the lighter one? I like that a lot better. And is this a flam? I don't know. This tom is definitely a flam. This triplets? I think so. So if this is really triplets, should I move this over? Look at. That sounds way better, doesn't it? All right. So this is going to be D. This one's going to be F, 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 F. And then what's, I don't know what instrument's coming after that. We'll see. And so is that a flam? Doesn't look like it, but let's just listen. No, no flam. And I need a quicker way to test that. Might make a listen mic track that mutes. I need it to mute the trigger track though. I'm gonna put it outside of the drum track. Let me see if this even works. This may not work. Be drum listen, and that's gonna come from. Going to come from, I don't need it from the kick. I need it from the snare, probably from the toms. 2. And this may not work with my automated mute thing. We'll see. But these are all going to be pre-faded or pre-effects. There's a way to grab them all and change them at once. Probably is. And I want to put that there. So I'm just going to put a tiny little track underneath so I can always just click this. Now, I don't know that this is going to mute the triggers. Oh, it does. Okay, perfect. So that's how I'll be able to hear the snare later on if I can't tell if it's a flam or not. Perfect. And drum listen is normally going to be muted. All right. So what are these going to be? I'm going to take off the snares, stretch marker tracks. So 3. I don't know. This one's probably right on the money, but the rest of it I don't know. Okay, so this kick is a flam, or it's a beat before the beat. I don't know if this snare is going to be the marker. 1 2 3 1 2 3. Okay, this is going to be on the 1, and I'm going to change this to triplets, I think. That's going to be triplets, but what kind of triplet? That kind of triplet. Maybe this kick goes here. I'm sure it works. Now, one problem with doing it this way is that both the snare and the blipper track are sending, and they could send at the same time, which would double up the trigger volume. But in those cases, I'll probably be writing it out, like in here, what I should do here. And I think this is a pre-effects, and that one, it makes us the visuals reflect it, which kind of is a problem later on, but I think we'll be okay. Okay, here is where I think there's a problem. We're going to deal with this. It's okay. I'm just going to check for another take and see if it's a little bit better for me. I like that better. All right, see, that's as easy as it is, man. Put some stretch markers down and fix this real quick. Okay, I'm not sure where this stuff is going. Are these triplets? Thinking maybe the snare got to go earlier. Yep. That is the ticket. See that double up. This is why I'm asking if we can't just get dynamic split to have a minimum time in between hits. That's why I keep asking for that. That's all. In case you were wondering. Okay, that sounds right, but it also kind of sounds like we're missing something. Let me tighten these up and see if that sounds better. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it's not. There's nothing wrong with it. I just think maybe it sounds like a mistake. So I'm going to check out. Nope, he did kind of the same thing in these earlier ones too. Huh, interesting. Did the same thing there. Interesting. Interesting. So he means to do this every single time. Oops, man, I keep doing that. Okay, I like that better. I don't know if that's going to work because of that cymbal transition you're hearing. Let's go. Let me just go check on these guys for 1 second.
Real quick, I just gotta go run. No parking. Oh.
Looking for an adapter for this thing.
this thing. I just need to find a 12-volt power supply for it. That don't fit either. One at a time.
And you're not using the regular recording system because it's a pain in the ass, right? And it
Yeah,
should be way easier than anything else.
yeah. The booth is full of sewing gear. The snake is kind of funky, I believe. And they were only supposed to do one at a time, so I was like, why would I bother when I can just put my laptop down?
Yeah. But I mean, there is a splitter. I mean, there's the headphone amps but you need a bunch of headphone extensions and stuff.
Yeah.
It's all, I mean, I talked to her about needing this stuff a while back, and
Yeah, it's been a minute.
because this is the kind of ergonomics that keeps me from recording stuff in here, because I know it's going to be a pain if I try and do it this way.
Yeah.
And I can guarantee it's going to be a lot worse with all them playing at once. There's no way it's going to be better, unless they're super, 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 super crazy good. But definitely not.
I literally heard about this yesterday. So.
Man, nothing I have is 12 volt system.
I know I had an adapter for this one.
I used it once, and then I put it away, and I never used it again. I wish this thing was just passive. Like, why does it even need to be active? Could maybe solder something together, but I don't know. Just about to split too.
You're gonna have just like a thing where it's got the dual out, like
Do you just need two?
I think so. There's only 3 of them, so I have 2 on my thing, so we can turn one of them into a double to be.
Do I have a splitter handy? The trouble is that it needs 2 female quarter inches. That's always the hard part. I've got 5 billion adapters. How can I do this? So Y cable. So I've got XLRs that would do this. And then we just got to get from XLR to quarter inch female. I've got one up right here. There. Then we just got to go quarter inch male into here. Okay. This. Let me go get out of my car. Second. All right, hold on, you guys. Sorry about this. We gotta do some adapting, and this is why, man. Female quarter inches are a pain, and we're gonna deal with that in a second. I think I'm probably just gonna have to split. I got some stuff to do, and yeah, sorry about that. This recording session kind of jumped in here. Let me see. Do I want to? What do I got for time? I got a little bit more time. Let's do some more editing. This is gonna be the hardest one, I think. The Sam's is a little bit more straightforward, but man, this track has John's anarchy going on here, which is awesome. I just have to make one text. All right. Sorry about all that. All right, here we go. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so we got to get there. But first, let me put some stretch markers in here. And I think these are going to be some triplet things. I'm not positive. No, maybe not triplets. I think these are right. I think this is going to be right-ish. Might just need to increase the resolution. All right, 1 second. So whatever that is right there, I think that's going to be the resolution we need. And yeah, that's fine. So the only thing here is the way the symbol doesn't quite, it's like a different symbol. If that's going to be a problem later on, I'll deal with it. But it may not be in the end. We'll see. Let's see if this works. Oh, that works fine. Okay, 1 second.